Clinch.
Plan B.
Oh my god.
Tap in.
Oh, asshole!
You have to tap the screen.
That's it. Okay, let's grab these.
I didn't get it.
Your plan has when you go in.
It's called foiling, that's why.
Foiled.
And then they foil.
Oh,
So
Yeah, like when you have,
good meme. Good meme.
when you multiply, it's been called foil in the past, meaning you multiply the first ones, the outer ones, the inner ones, and then the last ones.
foil.
Stanberry told me that, and I blocked out like that whole year.
Yeah, he said foil, and then we're like, wait, so you just mean like, okay.
I've heard it called foil. I've heard it called monkey face.
Monkey face? How is it called monkey face? What?
Doesn't it for
Multiply?
Because of the parentheses and then
Oh, I see it.
It's like,
Nostrils question mark?
Multiply over.
Oh. Oh, hello.
and then somehow it turns into a monkey.
Somehow don't become a
You
person.
kind of see it. Maybe.
There's a smiley face.
I don't know where the eyes are.
The eyes are the X's.
Maybe I don't know.
oh
That's
god,
so
but
much.
where's
That's a
the ear?
cooked out monkey there.
I think that was a. I don't know who came up with that. Anyway, graphing these. Your quiz will just be graphing.
Yay.
Easy money.
So they say.
Just go through the 5-step program.
And you too can quit the tobacco addiction.
And failing this class.
But we're gonna add a 6th step today
Why?
because you need it.
Sixth fence.
Does it have to do with
X-intercept.
And then usually the 12
-2, +3, -3.
Incorrect.
-2.
Plug in 0 for Y. You would multiply both sides by the bottom, so all you care about is the top.
I got a joke.
-2.
I just remembered the joke.
Save it for tomorrow.
I can't remember it tomorrow.
Write it down, Janica. That's Janica, right?
Yeah.
Whoever screams, I got a joke right in the middle of the class.
There we go.
Maybe children, but
-2 is our x-intercept. Y-intercept, what do you do?
Plug in 0.
Plug in 0 for
X.
x. That sucks. -2/9.
Hey, it could be worse.
So how do you do that? Here's how I do it. I'm just like, oh, here's -5. And so -2/9 would be like right there. Close enough. Vertical asymptotes, is that next?
yeah.
Where do those happen?
The bottom.
Negative
Bottom equals 0. X squared minus 9 equals 0. X plus 3, X minus 3. So X equals 3 and -3. -3. Whoops, that's vertical asymptotes. 3.
Okay, so
That.
I kind of did this wrong, but
And then you go other asymptotes, and this is where you check the powers, right?
Bottom is more
there's
than
the Y.
Bottom is more than the top, so what does that mean?
Y equals 0.
Y equals 0. Y equals 0 just means x-axis. Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
you
it
can
only has to do
cross,
with end
you can
behavior.
cross the horizontal ones.
Yep, you can cross the horizontals.
Which is stupid.
So now we just do sign checking. Why? You know how to do sign checking?
Yeah,
What are you going to do?
that's the part where you like graph the original, and then you have to like put lines down the x intersection.
Do you know the alternative to that if you don't want to do that?
No.
No.
Plug in points. Pick -4, plug it in for x, figure out what y is, plot it. Pick -2. Well, we got -2, it's -2, 0. Pick -1. You can plug in points all day if you want.
I don't remember the asymptote though. Continue. Sorry.
Asymptote. We're done with asymptotes.
Other asymptotes. The weird one. The
Oh,
horizontal
notes?
one. Yeah, no. I like that.
Okay. What was I doing? I forgot. Oh, checking sign. Check signs. Instead of dividing, we'll just multiply x plus 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 3. See what I did there?
Do you see what I did there?
Multiplied by that. So now you got to be able to graph that. So 1, 2, 3, -3. Those are my zeros, and -2. It's x to the third, so it's going to go down and then up, right?
Yep.
So it's going to go down through that one, up, down, up.
Cha-ching.
Right?
Yep.
Who cares about y-intercept right now? So to the left of -3 is negative. So the left of -3 is negative. So I'm guessing, since I got an asymptote here and an asymptote here, and it's always negative, it's probably just going to be like that.
You have to find a point
You could if it makes you feel better about yourself.
How about
You
no?
don't have to.
for the quiz tomorrow. You're not gonna.
No.
Okay.
Unless you're wrong,
Well, yeah.
then
Oh
you're in
my
trouble.
god, I spaced.
Then between -3 and -2, it's positive. So between here and here is positive, so it probably runs up along that, comes down through there, and goes negative. Well, that's weird
And so
though.
it does like a little shimmy thing.
And it's gonna stay negative,
Goes through the y-intercept.
clear over to here.
Goes through the
That's
y-intercept.
weird. What can you do if it's weird and you're confused?
Plug in points.
Plug in points. Plug in -1. -1 plus 2 is 1. -1 squared is 1. 1 minus 9 is negative. It's -1/8. So it's like, oh, it's still just way. So yeah, it's just going to come and it's going to go along there, and then eventually it'll fall down right there.
Oh, good gracious.
That's not perfectly flat, but it's really close. And then over here, it's always positive, so I'm guessing it's just going to be one of those guys.
So yeah, I did mine very well.
That's what you should have. Feeling it?
Yeah.
That's a good level, low level question for the quiz. Two.
Well, I don't wanna see step 6.
This one's very similar. Except, let's see, x-intercepts, plug in 0 for y, x equals -4. Stop me if you don't know how to calculate that. Speak now,
You just did the top.
or forever hold your peace.
I understand that one.
So -4 is my x-intercept, y-intercept, look at 0 for x,
-4/9.
-4/9, again, another ugly one. Looking at these equations, I thought the graphs would look really close, but they don't, do they? And then you go verts, vertical asymptotes,
Positive
Three.
factor the bottom. Again, it's +3 and -3. What are you talking about? They don't look the same. Wait for it. Wait for it. Maybe they do. Maybe the answer keys wrong. Other asymptotes. Bottom's bigger than the top, so
Y-axis.
y-axis.
Or X, not Y.
Or yeah, x-axis. Y equals 0.
Why is it 0 though?
What? Because you look at the degrees. The degree on bottom is bigger than the degree on top. And so the y-axis, freaking A, x-axis is your horizontal
Yeah,
asymptote.
that's how you figure out the other asymptotes.
Do you want to know why?
I remember
Yes.
he gave us steps on it.
Because as x gets really, really, really big, or really, really, really small, this is going to get bigger a lot faster than this, so it'll get really, really close to 0. Like if you plug in 1,000,000 for x, the top would be 1,000,004. The bottom would be 1,000,000 squared. That's a lot bigger on bottom. And as x gets bigger and bigger and bigger, the bottom gets bigger faster than the top, so it gets really close to 0. And that'll always happen if the power on bottom is bigger. The bottom gets a lot bigger than the top, so it gets really close to 0. That was our other one. Didn't write it down. Check signs. X plus 4, x plus 3, x minus 3, -3, +3, -4. Starts, it's x to the third, so it's down and then up, down, up, up. It's basically, it is like the same thing. To the left of -4, we're negative. To the left, oh no, to the left of this one, negative. But it's always negative to the left of that. What in the
So it
world?
just points down.
Huh?
So
It just
points
has to
down.
do with the
It
end
looks like-
behavior.
it
So
looks
close
like-
to that point.
How's it gonna go through that?
It comes.
It
It starts
starts-
up above.
Over
and
here?
then- yeah, no, on the other side.
Oh, on the
Like
other
it starts up above and goes down through, then comes back up to fall.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys are
gonna go-
geniuses.
it goes like.
Cause yeah, I was confused. I was like, you can't go through that like that, because then it would be positive over here. It's gotta stay negative to the left of that. So yes, you're right. And then to the right of that is positive, so it's gonna go like that, and it's gonna come through, and then go one of those little weird ones.
I don't understand that.
And in the middle is
That There's been, I've been on other graphs too, and I'm like, what, how?
Because I just know it has to be negative, and I know it approaches the asymptote as it goes out towards infinity.
So why does it go woo?
Why does it go woo?
Yeah.
Because the end behavior, since there's an asymptote at the on the y-axis, it goes up to follow it.
It's not that defined. Like if you actually, the calculator graphs sucks at graphing these. Doesn't do a very good job. Let's go. Are we on YouTube? Yes, we are. Live even. We're doing it live.
Is it ahead of the people at home?
Hi, people.
Oops. That's what happens at negative 4. I'm just going to try to focus on that little section over there.
Why whispers?
Oh yeah, it doesn't even show it.
You zoom in a whole bunch.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you
well,
zoom in a
why
bunch.
does, it goes to the point, okay?
Just keep plugging in points. Plug in -5, -6, -7, -8. And if you did that, you would see that it would get really, really close to zero. It would start off big right here and then close to 0. Technically, this is not to scale. It doesn't actually come down that low. Like if I plug in -5, it's -1 over -5 squared is 25 minus 9 is 6, -1/16. So yeah, it barely like freaking, and it's only going to get smaller from there. That's why the calculator doesn't even show it. Yeah, traumatization. It's really just like, and then just stays right along there. Because if you plug in -6, it'd be -2 over 36 minus 27, -2/27. And if you started plugging in more and more negative numbers, this will get closer and closer to 0. In here, let's see what's happening. Negative the whole time.
Are you good?
So 3. It's always negative in here. What does that probably look
Upside
like?
down parabola.
Upside down parabola-ish. Plug in -2.
It's gonna have
2 over 4 minus -5. It's going to be like
Whoa, plateau.
like that.
But if we just like if this was the case and we just had an upside down
And that's at
parabola.
-4.
I'd be sad. If you want to get a 4, you better flatten it out.
Okay.
But if you want to be a 3 plus, then you can go ahead and go.
It's at -4 nines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then to the right, we're positive, so it's going to be one of these guys.
It's like a very sad cluster.
Okay.
You monsters.
Third one.
Number trace.
I don't even
X-intercepts. X equals
0.
0. Thank you.
Y 0.
Some people said 1. Y 0?
I don't know.
Y 0, Juliana?
What makes you talk?
If you plug in 0 for Y, and then you multiply by all that crap, you just get X equals 0.
And I plotted it as well.
Y-intercept,
0.
also 0.
It's the origin.
Good.
Give you a hint here, folks. Whenever your x-intercept is 0, guess what your y-intercept is going to be? It's impossible to have them be different.
Magic.
So it goes through 0, 0.
Good job there.
Vertical
I'm
asymptotes.
probably wrong.
2, -1, and 4.
Yeah, it's where the bottom equals 0. If you set that bottom equal to 0, you get x equals 2, x equals -1, and x equals 4. So 2, whoops, I'm putting points. No, these are vertical asymptotes. 2, 4, and -1. Okay, other asymptotes, again, power on the bottom is bigger, so y equals 0. And then your signs, y equals x times x minus 2 times x plus 1 times x. If you haven't learned how to graph that yet, now's a good time to learn.
I know how now.
Okay.
You can still do it though.
0,
Parabola.
positive 2, -1, positive 4. It does
Starts up and ends.
up and up, because it's x to the
Yeah.
fourth.
It's
so
a weird W thingy.
And it's just going to go through these things every time. Hopefully it works out. Yep, it does. So to the left of -1, we're positive. To the left of -1, we're positive. So it's going to be up here, probably just like a parabola-ish thingy up here, right?
Yep.
This is going to be mine. I'm just going to guess. We're running out of time here. If you want to be more accurate, plug in a point if you got time. Between -1 and 0, it's negative. So between here and here, it's negative. So it'll be down here. Trying to figure out
it
what's...
starts right at that point and goes down.
And then it goes positive till it gets to 2. So it's going to be negative and then positive. So I'm
So
guessing
it's like an x to the third.
kind of like an x to the third-ish.
Okay.
And then between 2 and 4, it's negative the
Upside down
whole
parabola.
time. Probably an upside-down parabola. I should probably plug in a point so I know where to start. Start at 3, plug in 3, you get 3 over 3 minus 2 is 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. That's 4 times 3 plus -4. -3/4. Okay, so it's just somewhere right in there. Upside down parabola-ish guy. And then over here, we're positive the whole time, so there's going to be another one of those. Hey, I saw some of that on your papers.
I got it.
That's exciting.
And then
Leaves
me
hope. Hey, and here's the actual answer. Forgot I was going to show these. That's what we had. Good, good. And then the starred one. Any success?
I go.
Yeah, maybe.
I got.
Maybe,
I got-
all right,
I got all
that's-
this stuff for it, but I couldn't do the graph.
Let's see.
So here we go. X-intercept. Or, I don't know.
4, 2, and 1.
You have to factor.
Oh.
You plug in 0 for y, multiply by the bottom, so you get 0 equals this.
X minus 4, X minus 2, X minus 1.
So what do you gotta
It's
do?
all factored. You have to factor.
Factor that.
X minus 4,
X minus 4, X minus 2.
X minus 4.
So the x-intercepts are
4, 2, and 1.
4, 2, and 1. There's 3 of them.
Okay.
2, 1,
4.
Wow, that's a lot. That's weird. Okay, y-intercept. Plug in
-8, 9.
0 for x, right? So on top, you'll have 0, 0, 8
The bottom
times
is X plus 3, X plus
-1 over 0, 0, 9. -8 ninths. That's nice. That's real nice.
It's almost 1. So close.
That's why I said that's nice, because it's not too bad, actually. So it's like right there. Vertical asymptotes at bottom equals 0.
-3, -3.
X squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 0. Factor it. X plus 3, x plus 3.
What do you do when there's
X equals -3.
this is just
Just -3.
Just one asymptote. Or just one, yeah.
because I don't know if there's something
Just one
special
vertical.
that happened.
Now find the horizontal line.
You have to divide it.
Now the others, what's the power on top, or the degree on top?
X squared. X squared.
To the third.
X to the third. If you multiplied that all out,
Oh, I guess it would be
you would have
X
x
to the
times x,
third.
it'd be x to the third.
So it's leading coefficients.
So they're just slant
And on the
asymptotes.
bottom, it's x squared.
Yeah.
Son of a mother. What does that mean we have to do?
No, division.
Long division.
I got X
Sucks,
minus 13.
because that means I actually have to multiply that out.
It's x squared minus x plus
You stop.
Do we trust her?
No, I got X to the third minus 7x squared plus 6x times.
I kind of trust her. I like to put the smaller one in front. It's just personal preference. X times x squared, x to the third, minus 6x squared plus 8x. Just multiply all those by x, right?
Minus
And
X
then
squared
-1 minus x squared plus 6x minus 8. See what I did there? X to the third minus 7x squared plus 14x minus 8.
divided by
Divided by
x squared.
x squared plus 6x plus 9. This is good. This is like a good test problem because there's so many things happening at once. You'd be like, do they know how to look at that?
So it's by x.
X squared, and so it's x.
Okay.
X to the third plus 6x squared plus 9x. Subtract 0. Negative 7 minus 6 is negative 13. 14 minus 9 is negative, or
That's
positive
5.
5. And then the negative 8 just comes down. That's terrible.
Can't you just stop there?
No.
Did you make this up on your own or what?
No, you got it? You don't get this?
Why is it minus
Where'd you
8?
get this from?
Big Ben book.
Star?
Well, Galen got it wrong.
Why is it minus 8?
Never mind, I found it.
Okay.
From the fiery depths of hell.
I'm dividing this by this. Because the power on top is bigger than the power on the bottom.
No, I know, but like, it doesn't work out.
It's x minus 13.
Negative 13 your y-intercept.
Negative 13 x squared minus something big. 96 e and 8, negative 78 x minus 90 to 117. Subtract 0. Who cares? This is going to be like 83x plus some crap. But that's my remainder because x squared won't go into x. And I don't care about my remainder when I do this. You just care about, so it's x minus 13 for our other asymptote. Y equals x minus 13. Well, that's unfortunate because now I have to like go way down here. There's negative 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, negative 10, 11, 12, 13. This is horrible.
You did this.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to cross like right there. Up 1, over 1. My goodness.
Oh, the pin is not mine.
Where's it going to cross the x-axis?
Doesn't really matter.
Yes, it does. At 13.
Oh my gosh.
That's when. So it's way over there. Graph paper would have been nice. Should have had some graph.
I think you're, yeah, it's coming
There we
up
go.
a bit.
Pretty close.
Yeah, but
Well, holy shnikes. What in the world is going on with this?
I have no clue.
What in coordination?
Science.
Signs, yeah, let's check our signs. Oh man, that's not even pleasant. Well, I already factored the top. That's nice, so I'm just going to use that. X minus 4 times x minus 2 times x minus 1. Multiplied by the bottom, which is just x plus 3 times x plus 3. So to check my signs, I got 1, 2, 4, and negative 3. X 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So down, up. Right? But it's going to bounce off that one because it's squared, right? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be down, bounce off that one, come back through, boom, it worked out good.
Wait, how do you know if it bounces?
Because it's that factor squared.
The square? Okay.
Yeah, when you factor that, you get x plus 3, x plus 3. Okay, so to the left of negative 3, we're negative. So everywhere over here, it's negative.
is it down below where the...
But is it down here? Should probably plug in a point. This one's brutal. If I plug in negative 4, my
This is
God.
gonna be like the last problem that's gonna take a long period.
If you plug in negative 4, what do you get? Anyone do it?
No.
16 plus 24 is 48. 48 times negative 5 over negative 16 minus 24 is negative 8 plus 9 is 1. Hey, it's negative 200 and something.
240.
Is that correct? Negative 4 squared is 16 plus 24. Yeah. Would be 48. Jeez. Good Lord. So yeah, it's down here somewhere. It's going to go like that along those asymptotes. This doesn't have to be to scale.
Oh my god.
Because it would actually be way like.
Hopkins, it's like over there.
Hopefully this is even right.
They just made
I don't
it
even know
that
what's
big.
going on. Then it's still negative until 1. So how in the is it going to be negative over here? And then yeah, I shouldn't have given you this one. I'm sorry.
What does
He's
the
like-
graph look like?
He's like, if you get this problem right, you're gonna get like an A on everything. Yeah.
Well, you just have to plug in numbers
That's insane.
until you get some crap that made sense. Like you would just have to plug in -2, plug in -1. I'll see what the graphic calculator has to say. I bet it doesn't even know. It's going to be all stupid and ugly. Divided by. Whoops, this isn't going to work. I gotta go. Divided by. Is the suspense killing you?
Yes.
If I just do the standard window, we might not even see anything.
Probably not.
Oh, wait.
Does it?
Yeah, that's kind of what I got.
Yeah,
Yeah?
that's what I.
That's weird that it. Oh, we can cross. Do you want to know how to figure out how to cross
No.
Yeah.
asymptotes? So, okay, yeah, we got this part way down here. That's going to be right. But then you're going to have this weird thing. And I bet it's going to just bounce back and forth between those.
Yeah, that's what I did.
It's going to go
And then it goes out and then it just
It's gonna
follows
go-
the slant asymptote up.
like that, and then follow that slant asymptote, yeah.
Wait, on the left side,
Got it
what
right.
do you do?
This is going to come down and cross this diagonal.
Oh, you can cross
If
that.
you are asked, where does it cross the diagonal asymptote? Do you have any idea how to figure that out?
Whenever it
No.
feels like it.
Is that something that we should know?
Yes. Don't you know the equation for this?
The equation.
Don't you know the equation for this?
X
And
minus.
how do you figure out where things cross?
You set them equal to each other.
You set them equal to each other. So my equation for my slant asymptote was x minus 13. We have to figure
X minus
out
3.
where is that equal to x squared minus 6x plus 8 times x minus 1 over
It's X minus 13.
9 plus
isn't it?
6x
Yeah.
plus x squared. Solve that equation.
Multiply
Whoa.
both sides by
Boy.
9.
No thanks.
Well, that we know is
Multiply
x
it.
plus 3 squared. I don't even know if this is good, if doable. Like,
Wouldn't you multiply both sides by it though? So you
Yeah.
should have it anyways?
you'd have x minus 13 times x plus 3 squared equal to x minus 4 times x minus 2 times x minus 1.
You do some magic.
Really, you know, honestly, what you would have to do, and I'm not going to do it just because of the sake of time, you'd have to multiply these 3 out so that you had x to the third plus something x squared plus something x plus something.
Okay.
Then you'd have to multiply these out, and you'd have x to the third plus something x squared plus something x plus something. Then subtract all or add all of these over to get them all on the same side to combine like terms to get it equal to 0. And then because it's x to the third, hopefully some kind of grouping works. So then you can eventually solve for x.
Yeah, really not.
What do you think? Ready for a quiz as long as there's no star one?
Yeah.
Let's look at the actual answer for the star one.
I got it right though.
Oh, we missed a part. Where was that?
I don't know how this is.
How in the world? Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No,
It's never positive.
ever.
In here. Did we miss a... We didn't miss anything. Huh.
Another time the book is written.
Yep.
Well, whatever.
Broken
Yeah.
education.
Yeah, sure.
Want any more? Want another homework assignment? 3 problems?
No thanks.
I'll try to make them quiz-like and not star-like. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
Raph,
Alright.
anyway.
this will be the last assignment on this.
Is it a Mexican rap? Is that what you put the?
It's Spanish.
It's in Spanish. I can't do it.
I could barely do it in English.
This one looks harmless.
Looks rap.
Then again, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
You're right.
Let's do one where the power on top is bigger.
What does that
shall
say?
we? Ooh.
And when they're equal,
So
you,
when,
Oh, that
You
sucks.
want
That's not
division, right?
factorable. Huh?
when they're equal, you do long division, right?
You do the
No,
leading coefficient.
you do the leading coefficients.
Oh, so it's just one.
Yeah. We can change it.
No.
and when the power is bigger on top.
You do long division.
Oh my god.
Hey Joe, we have a test today, Joe?
I'm changing the problem. So I'm making it easier.
I'm gonna cry, bro.
Yeah, you do.
Is this the practice quiz? Or is
Sure.
this just more homework?
Just more homework.
Just drop into that quiz.
Little of each, Clayton. Little of each.
Just drop into that quiz.
Please.
Hold on, I gotta select your last one. It's gonna make the power on bottom bigger.
Oh, shit.
That's hard. Trying to make it to where it's not just another. Hopefully this one is hard but doable.
What do you want? What do you want?
There you go. 3 should be doable.
When you write graph, you do it like the Spanish exclamation points.